To no one long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you.
What is going on, you guys? This is my fourth video of the day. My fourth one. I've never had a headache this bad in my life. Today's Thursday, but you guys are watching this on Sunday because I am in Vegas, and I promised you guys that when I went to Vegas, I would keep my streak alive. So on Thursday, which is today, I had to make the video for Thursday, a video for Friday, a video for Saturday, and a video for Sunday. This is my video for Sunday, my last one. I've been recording, editing, uploading, it's like 10 hours straight, and my brain is dead, okay? But I do this for you guys. I promised my streak wouldn't end, so guess what? My streak is not ending. Yeah, so while you guys are watching this, I'm probably dead somewhere in Vegas. Like, who knows what I'll be doing. I'll probably be in my hotel room with Jackie. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to start off with this story. And it kind of makes sense because this story took place in Vegas, okay? Vegas, I'd say 5 or 6 years ago, okay? I was a freshman or sophomore in high school. Let me tell you how I remember I was in high school, because I remember I did not want to go back to school after this happened, okay? So I was 14, 15 years old, and like a family trip to Vegas, my family and Jessica's family. You know Jessica, my cousin. We had 2 rooms. So at this time, you know, all the parents were hanging out in one room and all the kids were in the other room. The parents were smoking hookah in the hotel room. I still remember. I'm not going to say which hotel in case Vegas is watching this. But what else do you expect a Middle Eastern family to do on vacation? They're obviously going to smoke their hookah. They were in one room while me, Brian, Jessica, and her sister Amanda were in the other room. And, you know, we're all like freshmen, sophomore in high school. And we're just like, you know, we're watching TV and stuff. And I'll never forget. So Jessica's dad had a razor. And at this time, guys, I was really like, yes, I might have been 14 or 15 years old. But I didn't hit a growth spurt till really late. I looked very, very small. I had no facial hair at all. And like, I had never shaved. I had never used a razor.
Yeah, I just fuck your bitch. That's some Gucci flip-flops.
And also, I wasn't big on haircuts. Like, my hair was not this short. I didn't used to get haircuts every week, so I wasn't big with razors, okay? I remember Jessica's dad had a razor in the bathroom. And, okay, I'm not going to try to justify what I did by, oh, I don't know what a razor sounds like. I didn't get haircuts every week. No, I was a dumbass. Like, you think I'm a dumbass now? I was even more dumbass back then. So I'll never forget, Jessica's dad had a razor. This one, to be exact. Yes, I did keep it for memories. And so you guys know this is a charger for a razor, right? You charge it, you know, it works whether it's plugged in or not. It works either way, okay? Me, being the idiot that I am, did not know that this was a charger. I thought that this was like the power. Like, if it was plugged in, it works. And if it was plugged out, then it didn't work, when clearly it does. So Jessica's dad had this laying around and it was not plugged in, and me trying to be funny, okay, I turn it on. I don't know whether like God or like the devil himself made the razor silent. Maybe I was deaf, or maybe her dad paid $1 million to get the razor silent or whatever, but I guarantee you it did not make noise. I'm not dumb enough to not hear this. So let me keep going with my story. So I turn it on and I go, Jess, look. I'm not going to turn it on for God's sake right now. And I go, bzzzt, and I'm just laughing, you know. And Jessica goes, Brandon? Like, I'll never forget the look on her face. Like it helps that we look alike. So when I do it, it looked exactly the same. But the look on her face was just, I was like, Jess, stop. And she goes, Brian, Amanda, come look. And I didn't want to look in the mirror because I felt kind of cold, a cold spot right here, like a breeze. And so Brian and Amanda come, and the faces that they put on, you knew this wasn't a joke. I knew. I was like, okay, there's no way they're lying. I was too scared to look in the mirror, so Jessica gave me a towel. In my head, I was like, what the hell do I need a towel for? Am I bleeding? Like, I thought it was just like a couple pieces of hair. I go like this with the towel, expecting maybe like a couple pieces of hair. Fucking a patch of hair. Off. I look in the mirror, mind you guys, my hair was not this short. Like, my hair grows really fast, and I didn't used to get a lot of haircuts, so I'm not saying it was as long as like Brian's or like a rock star, but it was like longer than this. And you had a full bald patch right here. You guys know what like Italy looks like? This was the shape of like a boot. It was like Italy, and it was deep. And I like, they're all laughing and like, oh, let me take a picture, let me take a picture. And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, no, there's no way. And I was thinking, because this was on winter break. We were on winter break. And I'm like, I'm not going back to school. Like, what the fuck, all this? And like, I was just as big of a Suns fan as I am now back then. So like, they were telling me, they were like, you gotta shave bald. Like, there's like no way. Like, you can't let that grow out. Like, it was too deep. It was literally bald. Like, bald AF. Bald as fuck. LOL. Anyways, no, not LOL. This was not funny. And they're like, oh, you gotta go bald. And I'm just like, no, I can't go bald. Like, all this. And so they finally like told me, they were like I finally accepted it. I was like, I've got to shave bald. Like, I had never been bald in my life. This was at the time when I didn't used to like getting haircuts, and my hair would like, I would let it grow out and like just bald, like all this. So I told Amanda, I was like, Amanda, if I'm going bald anyways, can you do me a favor? And she said, what? And so like, I still remember I was wearing a purple Phoenix Suns Amari Sotomayor jersey. And I said, can you shave the word Suns in the back of my head? And this is a girl who has never touched a razor in her life. Like, she has never cut hair or anything, obviously. She gets the razor, fucking writes the... First she kept saying no, and I kept saying, please, like, I'm already gonna go bald, you might as well. Literally shaves the word Suns in the back of my head. All I remember was, like, the pain being so bad, because she had never used a razor before, and it turned all red after a while.
Yeah, I just fuck your bitch. That's some Gucci flip-flops. I just had some bitches that...
Okay, now was the moment of truth. I had a bald spot right here. I'll never forget the spot. The size of fucking this big, with the word Suns in the back of my head, shaved all bad. Now was the moment of truth. My mom, dad were next door. They were, like I said, in the room right next door with Jessica's parents. I had to face them. I walk in, and I'm just like, look. And they're like, what? Like, you shaved Suns in the back of your head? And what is that? And I was like, no, I did not do this on purpose. Like, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't believe me. They were like, how can you be that dumb? Like, not only do you not know that it doesn't need to be plugged in, but you didn't hear this. And I'm just like, Mom, like I told you guys, like, you think I'm dumb now? I was just so, like, how do I not hear this? How? The fact that I tried to justify myself to my mom and dad, I was like, well, I have never shaved before, so I don't know like what a razor sounds like, and I don't get haircuts that often. And they just like, they were like, no, like, you're shaving your head. You're not going out in public like that. What the hell? They called the hotel. I still remember Rio Hotel. They called the hotel. They had a salon downstairs. Made me an appointment for that night. That night. I couldn't even enjoy my son's head and Italy boot for like one day. Made me an appointment that night to go fully bald. But thank God they didn't have an appointment for a couple hours later. So what me and Amanda and Brian and Jess did, I wanted to go out. Like, I already knew my life was screwed, and I already cried for a little bit. And I tried to convince my mom. I said, I'm never going back to school till it grows back, obviously. But I just accepted the fact that my life was over. So me, Brian, Amanda, and Jess went to a magic show. I don't know if you know what Penn and Teller is, but it was packed, and like the tickets were sold out. Everyone was looking at me like a dumbass. The worst part was I was wearing a Suns jersey too. Everybody was looking at me, and I'm just like, oh my God. So then, like, yeah, we went to the salon after, and I'm just like, I told her, I said, is there any way, like, you could just fix it? Like, do I have to go bald? And then she was like, sorry, you have to go bald. And I've never been bald in my life, and I'm just like, oh my God. Everybody, like, even Jessica's mom and dad were laughing at me, and they were all taking pictures, and I tried to find the pictures of me bald, and I just couldn't find it. Guys, imagine how, like, funny I looked. Like, I just, oh, and I'll never forget, they all kept calling me a monk. Do you guys know what a monk is? I was wearing a plain orange, because I told you I was a huge Suns fan, so I had a purple Amari Sotomayor jersey, and then I also had an orange t-shirt for orange and purple for the Suns, but it was plain orange. And so I was fully bald, like, so bald to the point, like, I mean bald, like this haircut, but all around. and like a plain orange shirt, and I just looked like a monk. And I kept telling Jess, I was like, fuck you, Jess, stop making fun of me. Like, I had to go back to school, and everyone was just like, oh my god, why'd you cut your hair? And I was just like, you know what, I'm not in the mood to tell the story. I just fucking went bald. Like, all this, that had to be one of like the most unlucky, like worst, dumbest, most idiotic like things that experiences that have ever happened to me. Like, could you imagine? I don't know. But and yeah, by the time I went back to school, there was no way my hair was even a little bit grown back. It was still like maybe no, it was very bad. And I don't know how stupid I must have been to not hear this, but I'll never forget these, and I'll never forget that trip. And I guarantee you, if I text Jessica, Amanda, Brian, they all remember it so vividly because it was so like, I don't know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. God knows where I am right now in Vegas. Well, right now I'm in my room, but God knows when you guys watch this, I don't know. I'm probably going to be somewhere dead in Vegas. Anyways, Brawad Squad, I hope you guys enjoyed, and much love to all you guys. Hey, and remember a while back when I said, let's keep pushing and pushing onto building what I want to end up. I want Brawadis to end up as the most positive, the most successful, and just the best overall channel on all of YouTube. And I said that's going to happen little steps, step by step. Every passing milestone is something small. Those steps just keep on building, guys. So thank you very much. I love you guys all, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Mwah! Go Suns. Mom, come look at this.
Where are you?
In my room. Dad, you too, really quick. No, just come really quick. I just want you to tell me if you remember this moment.
Yes, it happened in Vegas.
I know.
Jessica did it to you.
No, Amanda did it to
Amanda?
me.
Oh
Amanda.
my god. I was shocked. See what those kids did to me? Oh my god.
Remember? Oh, yeah. After I asked. Okay, guys, so I couldn't find any pictures from when I was bald exactly in Vegas. But I did find a picture from when my hair was growing back a couple weeks after that, and here it is.
On the stove bar. I love my trap queen, bring the movies in. Zuver, I'm the Zuby man. I keep